What's going on, everybody? This is Lemon Drop 148. I'm back here on Forza 4 of all places, and I've got another tutorial for you regarding flames. This is more of a hot rod style flame. I don't think I've covered it, and I have used it a few times. So, without further ado, let's get to it. I have a 66 Nova I'm going to be painting on, and this is a fairly simple design. Actually, it's two different types, so we'll hit them both. And off the bat, if I sound really tired, I apologize, but it's quite early, so I'll try not to doze off here. But we're going to go to your flames section of your vinyl shapes, and we're going to do flames 1, just a single little flame or single lick, whatever you want to call it. And these first ones are going to be kind of stringy, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make them longer than they are wide. So we're going to go 30 and we'll do 55. Oops. And we're going to move it. And we're going to pick a random point over here and just stick it down. It doesn't have to line up real well or anything. Just stick it down. And you're going to take it and you're going to spin it and just kind of get it to twist around and fit into the other ones. See how that one just went right in line? We're going to do that with all these. And we're going to want to alternate which way we do them. Like I spun that one around. I'm going to skew it. Skew it this way a little bit. Spin it again. And now that one fits in pretty well right there. We're going to stamp it. We're going to keep going back and forth. And we're going to move this one. Oops. Oh, the skew. Okay. Going to skew this one back the other way. And we're going to do this back and forth a few times. And we're going to end up with a pretty neat string of flames. I'm actually going to size this one down a little bit. Stick that one there. Spin this one. We'll go up top. I'm not going to skew this one as much, just to give it a different look, because you don't want to have the same flame over and over, just flip back and forth. So we'll do that one there. I'll do a couple more. Sometimes you can make your strings a little bit too much and then it kind of kills it, but I'm going to go a couple more. And the cool thing with these single ones are you can twist them and kind of change the direction of what the flames are going in, which is kind of handy when you have to like crawl around a fender or something like that. Oops, I keep hitting. Oops, I don't want two of those. I keep hitting A instead of Y. I'm not sure why. But spin this one. Now we're gonna skew it. I haven't played Forza in a couple of, I don't know, months maybe. Not sure why. I know my disc has been kind of sketchy lately, so I haven't been using it as much, just because I don't want to have to buy another copy of the disc. But so far it's holding up, so I'll see if I can't make some more of these videos while the disc is still holding up. But anyway, as you can see, we've just got 7 layers, and they're all the single flames, but we're going to highlight them all and go ahead and group them just to be able to keep track of them easier. We're going to go to the other side of the car and insert them all, and then delete them, and then come back and stamp them. And what that does, it gives you an exact mirrored copy of the flames you just had. See how they're exactly the opposite? And that's going to be key for this, because most hot rod flames are pretty symmetrical, and that just helps keep the symmetry. And see how they're perfectly identical. It's impossible to like take this top one. You're gonna say, well, you can just yeah. Wow, lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, people say, well, you can just take this one, like this top one here, stamp it, and then change the size and go to -1. But when you do that, it comes up backwards. Then you think, well, it's okay, just spin it around. Oh, okay, I'll just spin it around. Oh, it's identical. So the only way to get a mirrored image is to change it to the opposite side. Then I'll do it again, just because. Go to the opposite side, insert it, and that's a completely mirrored image of what's on the other side. So we're going to cut the mirrored image and paste it back on the original side. So that way you get the perfect symmetry. Now what was I gonna? Oh yeah, and we get them about here, and actually I'm gonna change it and kind of make that taper to the back. I'm gonna scooch them a little bit closer here. Copy them. I'm gonna put them about there. And what else you can do with these, which is neat, like I'll take this top one and paste it down, then move it this way and make it a little bit smaller and hook it into these right here, just to kind of, well, that one doesn't fit real well, so we'll move it to, like, go to this top one maybe. There we go, that fits way better. And put that one up there again. We'll copy this bottom one. We're gonna move it over here, and we'll make this one smaller as well. And that fits, but I don't like it touching those flames up there. So we're gonna see how these are kind of touching. I don't really care for that. So we're gonna copy that one and copy that one. So we're just copying the top two, and we're just gonna bump it up a little bit. That's all. And then that is that. And you can bend them and twist them around the car however you want to. Go up the hood and down the back and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so that one's pretty simple. But now let's get to the more complicated one, I think, at least. Actually, I'm going to work on this side of the car. So I'm getting rid of those. I put them up there just to see if save them. With this one, you're going to work with Flames 4. And this is more of like the style that if you ever seen like old Model Ts, I guess, or like, I don't know, people, the very old Fords, they'll put just like a huge patch of flames. This is more what I'm going for on that aspect. But anyway, we're gonna keep these kind of stretched out. So we'll go 70-25 maybe. No, that's a little bit too thin. So we'll go 35. Oops. And we're gonna tilt them like that a little bit. We're gonna stamp them. Or wait, no. Oh, I just about got myself. We're gonna start them down here like we do the other flames. Haha. And then we're gonna take them and we're just gonna match them up, kind of like we do with the full flames on the side of the car. And just do 3 of them is all I'm gonna do right now. We're gonna copy them, and we're gonna, or not copy, we're just gonna group them. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna mirror them over to this side, cut them off, and paste them back over here. We're gonna spin them around. Boop. And we're gonna want to taper these so they're all kind of pointing towards the top right corner of your screen. And these are far too big right now, so we're gonna shrink them down a little bit. Oops, what did I shrink these to? 7:1. And then we're gonna kind of do this. And so the top ones are pointing towards the top right angle of your screen, and the bottom section here is just basically going to be pointing straight back. I'm going to size them down a little bit and see if I can't get these to, well, okay, I'll spin them a little bit and get them to mesh in pretty seamlessly right there. And so what you've got is this shape. And I'm not a big fan of this type of flame, but people like it, so. But what you're going to do, you're going to find the spot you want it. And I'm going to want it, oh, about here, I say. And you're going to come in here, and just like we do with the other flames, where it's like the whole side of the car, you're just going to fill in this negative spaces here. And what I mean by that, what am I, oh, picking a color, doop. You're just going to fill in all this stuff. And if you guys are not familiar on how to do this, I have another video where I do different flames, and it explains what I'm doing way more. But basically, you're just finding shapes to fit in the negative spots. Whoa, I think I got out of line there. If I zoom in close. Nope, those are all in line. Okay, woo. Thought I got away from myself there. But I didn't. But I'm gonna go ahead and if I miss a couple of spots, it's just because I'm trying to hurry through this so I can keep these videos as short as possible. Because I know you guys don't really want to sit there and watch 25-minute videos on how to paint something that takes 10 minutes once you get it down. But and plus, I'm also kind of under the gun time-wise because my family tends to get up around this time, and when they get up, it's gonna get loud. So I'm gonna try and keep this short and sweet. And almost got it. This is the weirdest part of flames because you get so close to being done, you think, oh, I've nearly got it. And you're like, okay, I'm done. And you see like a giant spot you completely missed. You're like, God bless it. But you can kind of see the look that the flames are. The more exploding looking, I think. But what we can do, if you wanted to, you could just grab the Flames 1 thing, vinyl, and just kind of fit these in randomly. I think they look better with these tagged on the end. Personally, that's just my opinion though. And we'll stretch it out and drop it right about there. Boom. Do this a couple of times. See, that's kind of neat, I think, where this one's going to close the gap between these two flames. It fits in there pretty seamlessly. So I'll just, boom, add that there. Although that straight line doesn't look great, so what I'll do, I'll add a circle in here. This is another kind of tip, if you will, that you can use. I just changed it to orange just so I can see what I'm doing a little bit easier. A lot of you guys probably know how to do this. If not, what I'm doing is just creating a faux black space. What I mean by that is the one I covered, I'm going to change the shape just to make it look like there's not a hard line there. About like that. So I'll show you with and without this. Without it, you got that. With it, you got that. And I'm actually going to shape this a little bit more. About like there. But anyway, so there's those kind of flames. And that's about it. You can do an outline if you wanted to, or you can just leave them solid colors. But yeah, that's essentially it. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked what you saw, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, do what you gotta do. Got a lot of videos on my channel regarding Forza. So thanks a lot for watching, and you guys have a great day.